مشاهدينا الكرام، أهلا وسهلا بكم في هذا اللقاء الحصري الذي خصنا به السيد أندرس فوغ راسموسن الأمين العام لحلف شمال الأطلسي. أهلا وسهلا بك سيد راسموسن، ومرحبا بك في ليبيا الحرة على قناة ليبيا الحرة. Mr. Rasmussen, welcome to A Free Libya on Libya Al Hurra. And may I ask, so the 31st of October concludes the NATO operations here in Libya. However, the NTC, the National Transitional Council, have asked for this date to be extended. Why do you think that happened?
Well, I'm pleased that the National Transitional Council has such strong confidence in NATO. But I have also told Chairman Jalil that we have fulfilled our United Nations mandate, and the United Nations Security Council terminates the mandate tonight, and this is the reason why we have also decided to bring Operation Unified Protector to a close.
Yes. So according to what you have stated in Berlin last Thursday, the international community is sure that the civilians in Libya are safe and they're well protected and they're no more in danger?
Yes, we have asked our military to carry out a military analysis, and according to that assessment there is no significant threat any longer against the civilian population, and this is the reason why we terminate our operation.
Yes, so we all know that NATO has not been looking for individuals in Libya. One of them is Muammar Gaddafi himself. We knew that the NATO was not looking for him in specific. However, there's been some speculations around the fact that NATO was involved in the capture of Muammar Gaddafi, and let's say even the looking over through the sky. Is there any involvement of NATO going through the arrest of Muammar Gaddafi or not?
No, I would like to stress once again that neither Colonel Gaddafi nor any other individual have been targets of our operations, and actually we didn't know that Gaddafi was on board that armed convoy. An armed convoy is a legitimate military target because it can be used to threaten civilians. We didn't know he was there. Actually, I was a bit surprised that he was still in CERT.
Everyone was actually surprised that Muammar was here. So if we look at the fact that there are so much weapon going around Libya, and revolutionary forces and freedom fighters still have the weapons, doesn't NATO think that there is any threat that could cause in the next few days, where we're looking to go from a revolution to a democracy? Do you think that's a threat or not?
I don't think there is any threat against the civilian population as such, but of course loose weapons are a matter of concern, and it is now a responsibility of the National Transitional Council to make sure that all weapons are controlled and secured, because the risk, of course, is that loose weapons could get into the hands of extremists, not to speak about terrorists, and that could constitute a threat in the longer term.
Yes, Mr. Rasmussen, how do you evaluate the role of the Arab League and the African Union during the uprising in Libya?
Well, the Arab League has been very clear right from the outset. It was not least thanks to a political statement from the Arab League that the United Nations Security Council adopted the historic resolution to protect the civilian population in Libya. So the Arab League has been very supportive right from the outset. I also appreciate the efforts done by the African Union to find a solution, but I would in particular point to the strong support from the Arab League as a crucial element in this.
So how do you also evaluate the military role of the NTC on the ground in Libya?
I'm impressed by the courage and determination of NTC forces, and it is, of course, first and foremost their victory, and I congratulate the Libyan people.
Thank you. If I may ask one last question. You've said that this operation of NATO in Libya is one of NATO's historic, looking throughout NATO's history, this is the most successful. Why have you said that?
This is an unprecedented operation. We have conducted an operation with more than 25,000 sorties, more than 10,000 airstrikes. We have destroyed or damaged between 5,000 and 6,000 Gaddafi military facilities that threaten the civilian population, and all that has been done without confirmed civilian casualties caused by NATO. This is a great success. And now, going around in Tripoli, I also see that despite the fighting, despite this conflict, it is still a relatively well-functioning society. Thanks to the precision of this mission, nearly no collateral damage. The civilian infrastructure is still in place. So all that boils down to a very successful operation.
Yes, Mr. Rasmussen, the Secretary General of NATO, thank you very much for being with us today. It's a pleasure and an honor. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.